sister was a senior. She didn't have to be at school till 10 a.m. So I'm like, we're good.
That's cool, right?
The gas station's here. The school's here.
Let's go till 10 a.m.
We went home. We pulled it up. He's like, Mom, there's only 36 miles. I'm like, son, it's 8 miles to the gas station. We're fine. And I went in, had his brother was sitting upstairs, and there was a couple of dishes in the sink. I'm like, Nick, get those for me. And I went and took care of that. I come out while he wasn't in there. His brother's still playing the Xbox, and I'm like, where's Nick? Oh, he went down to the room. Went to get the computer. Okay. So I'm sitting there chit-chatting. About 30 minutes later, I'm like, man, where is this boy? I went down there, he was asleep. I thought he was asleep. I'm like, okay, well, he's asleep. I flipped off the bedroom light. I went to bed. Come to find out, probably about the time I'm turning off his light, the girlfriend was breaking up with him. She got up at, 5:30, 5:44? Yeah. To get my 9-year-old up for school. And she noticed it was gone, but she didn't think anything of it because sometimes Shayna would get up early. She'd have something she had to do. So she would take it because right then we were sharing it. It was our only vehicle. So
and so Nick has his license, so
he had his permit.
Okay. So he's not supposed to be taking the car.
Without asking.
Okay.
So, but Shayna getting up early in the morning and taking the car, not unusual. So she didn't think anything about it. She got Tony on the bus, come back inside right at 7 o'clock. Shayna comes there, the living room. And she asked her, she goes, where's your mama's car? Outside. No, it's not. She goes, well, maybe mama took it. She goes, you know your mama ain't going out this early. So they come down about this time. Cameron had fallen asleep upstairs. But when she was getting Tony up, he went down to his room. And he hadn't went to sleep yet. He was still just kind of messing on his phone. He heard him. He's like, he kicked the top off. He's like, hey, Nick, mom's car is gone. And he kicked it again. Nick didn't answer him. So he got up and he flipped on the bedroom light. No, Nick, my rifle case was on the bed. Well, by that time, her and Shane had already got to my room because I'm downstairs across from the boys. And they're like, where's your car? I'm like, outside. And they're like, no, it's not. About that time, Karen's like, Nick's gone and so is your rifle. Talk about panic. I got up.
Now, at this point, did you know that his girlfriend had broken up with him?
No, because I got up. The first thing I did is I called 911. Because I'm like, what in the world is going on? And while I was talking to them, they asked me if he had been talking to anybody. Well, I looked. His phone wasn't on his bed, but his computer was. So I grabbed the laptop. I logged into it, pulled up his Facebook, and that's when we found the messages.
Okay.
And I'm like, so at that point now I'm almost hysterical. I'm not in a good spot at that point. And they get out there and they're like, okay, well, we'll start looking. Nothing. Me and my sister, she got there, my twin. I think she's the first one that ever contacted you. Actually, Trudy. Yeah. And she got out there and me and her jumped in her car and we just started driving every back road. We come down here first because this is his favorite spot. He loves to fish down here. We're close enough, he would ride his bike down here.
Okay.
So, this was our first stop. We come down here. We didn't see my car here, so we're like, okay. We checked all the other spots you have to go hike and fish, and not there. So then we just started driving back roads, up and down, up and down. We went on every road between Davison and Rowan County in 2 days. I didn't sleep. And finally about shut us down Thursday night going into Friday because it started snowing. I'm like, well, there ain't much we can do because at that point you could see nothing. So we stopped for the night. We got back up Friday morning. Same thing. We went and printed up flyers and we just started papering everywhere. Paper.
Now, what about the cell phone? Do we have a cell phone ping?
It pinged at the house. He shut it off.
Okay. So the moment he left the house, the phone was off.